You guys go from a 51-point third quarter, allowing that to 25 tonight. And Ty had talked afterward that there's really been 2 days of challenges at practice to get better defensively. Kawhi talked about communication gaps being fixed. Where do you feel like you've seen progress in the defense and the sort of the way that happened over the last couple of days of practice?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just a great attention to detail, not only on personnel, but just the carryover from the practices we had the past 2 days. I thought we did a great job of getting back, saving possessions, and like you mentioned, just being in gaps to help our defenders.
Ty also mentioned that he felt like all the vets really stepped up the last couple of days. Have you, I'm sure he's issuing some challenges on items, but within the locker room, just to get over the hump, win that game, end that losing streak, did you feel like whether you, Kawhi, other guys stepped up a lot, just sort of like, I don't know, sounded the alarm, like we got to keep this thing going?
Yeah. And I can only speak for myself. I knew I had to be better. I knew I had to play better on both sides of the ball. A lot of how this season goes will come down to how I play and my performance. So I'm always take the personal challenge of getting better. And I'm a guy that likes to lead by example. So if I'm not holding my weight, how am I going to inspire or influence my teammates to hold theirs? So I know I just need to be playing better for us to be succeeding.
Paul, Kawhi had a career-high tying 5 dunks today. Maybe it was the Raptors, but what did you see that got into him today?
It was available. The basket was available for him to go downhill, and he played, with that force going downhill.
I told you and Kawhi that you guys need to get to the basket more, need to put more pressure on the rim. Just what was that conversation kind of like about, creating out of those?
Yeah, I mean, we can't allow teams to get off the hook. We got to make plays at the rim and be more efficient going to the basket. We can't rely on being a jump shot team for a whole 48 minutes. I mean, those plays and those shots are going to come throughout the game, but I think initially we just got to play downhill a little more.
Paul, you're one that always kind of puts a lot on your shoulders, and you just kind of said you put that pressure on you. Was there a moment? What was the moment that kind of made you realize, like, this team is not where we want it to be, and I need to kind of do more?
It's been like this. The change is just me feeling a lot healthier, and now I can kind of put actions behind the feelings that I've been having. It was just hard to do it. Being a little limited, but I feel like I can do anything and everything I want to do. And there's just no setback for me when it comes to playing downhill and being aggressive and attacking and, just playing with force. Like I that part of my game has came back. So, now it's just, again, like I said, putting the action behind it.
And this team obviously came into the season with championship expectations and then made some major changes. What have you seen in this team that makes you kind of believe that you can still make a deep run in the playoffs?
We just have what it takes. We have what it takes. For us, it's just putting it together on both ends. But we have what it takes. We've proven that. Even within the losses, we've proven, that we can compete and it's just small stuff that we got to clean up and take ownership of. But we have all the intangibles. We have the personnel. We have the coaching. Everything that I think a championship team or a team that can compete for one we have in our locker room. And so I feel good with where we're at. We're starting to figure it out, I think, now. And that's just what we want to see out of one another.
I remember over the summer watching you guys play against a bunch of these Raptors tonight and everything, and how you kind of challenged them, iron sharpens iron kind of thing. What was it like, coming here with all those like-sized bodies, Scotty, OG, Pascal, all those guys, and trying to figure the game out, trying to, especially offensively?
Yeah, I mean, they do a really good job because, you know, a lot of their guys, pretty much 2 through 5, are interchangeable. And they switch a lot of stuff, so it kind of made us a little stagnant. I thought in the beginning they forced us to play faster than we wanted to, but once we slowed down, we settled it, we got into our game. But the fact that they can't switch, they're long, they're athletic, it makes it tough. You know, they're an athletic young team for the most part, and you know they play tough, they play hard, and they're physical. So it does pose a challenge. But I thought once we settled down, you know, we kind of, you know, the game was in our favor at that point.
What do you feel like was the key to settling down, especially protecting
Just
the
getting
basketball?
just getting through a quarter, just getting through the quarter, realizing how they're going to play, their you know, their aggression, you know, seeing their, you know, their pace, their force that they're playing with, you know, and I thought we just did a great job of just attacking, getting them in foul trouble, being aggressive to counter it, and you know, I thought that's when we got settled into the game.
PG, early in the third quarter, Russ was used as a screener in the short roll. Got Zoo a dunk, and he got a layup for himself. What have you made out of his willingness to embrace that role in the short roll, and what have you made out of his play in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, Russ is going to do whatever it takes to win. You know, he's a team first player, and he's going to do whatever it takes. And I think you saw that tonight. He thrived in that role of playing on the backside, and you know, he's as good as it get when it comes to creating and looking to make the extra plays. So I thought he was great in it. He's been great for us, and I think he's you know, he's continuing to grow, being on the court with myself and Kawhi.
MPG, the last couple of games, Coach Ty Lue talked about how you guys struggled defensively. But today you guys picked it up, and he saw a lot of good flashes, and you guys closed the game in the fourth quarter defensively. You guys were flying around, you guys were on a string, and I heard you guys communicating, all 5 guys on the floor. Can you talk about the difference and what you guys did today, how you guys are locked in?
Yeah. Again, it was just the 2 days to prepare for tonight's game, and I thought it was just great carryover. I thought we took the approach to get better through practice, and it just, you know, it carried over to the court. It carried over to how we competed tonight. I thought, again, our attention to detail was just at a high. You know, we knew personnel, we knew who to stun off of, who to help off of. Obviously, there are some breakdowns that we got to clean up, but I thought for the most part we were just locked into the game plan.